Phone silence.
Has CSK dynasty come to an end? Is it time for MS Dhoni to retire? And whether Rituraj Gaikwad is capable enough to lead this Chennai Super Kings into this new era. Hello and welcome to the Federal. You are watching our special show, T20 Showdown, and this is live from the Federal newsroom. And we are going to talk about yet another heartbreak for Chennai Super Kings, and what a comprehensive victory for Delhi Capitals. If you thought that the loss against RCB was a fluke, this win by Delhi Capitals just proved that Chennai Super Kings is just not good enough, at least for their first four games. As now the match has officially come to an end, and it is CSK who has been on the receiving end, and they lose this game by 25 runs. And trust me when I say 25 runs, it's quite a margin. It's almost equivalent to 100 runs in ODIs and sort of 5 wickets in Test match cricket. Congratulations to Delhi Capitals, but there is so much to talk about Chennai Super Kings' poor performance. And to begin with, the crowd came in to watch MS Dhoni, Tala MS Dhoni, and he did came in this time in only the 11th over. But did it help Chennai Super Kings' cause? Did Chennai Super Kings actually played well, or they played only for numbers? Vijay Shankar might just show up that, listen up, hey, here I am. I played good, I played well, and I scored a half century. But what about the team performance? The team performance was paltry. The team performance was below par. And to be very honest, right from ball one till the last ball, Chennai Super Kings was only chasing the game. They were never in the game. In fact, the game ended for many out there when Delhi Capitals scored 183 runs in their first innings. The bowling was poor, the captaincy was poor, the strategizing was poor, and result was a disaster. If you see the bowling scorecard, it is very easy to comprehend as to why your lead spinner, Ravindra Jadeja, didn't even finish his full quota of 4 overs. Ravichandran Ashwin, you bought for 9.5 crore rupees, doesn't finish his full quota of 4 overs. And who finishes his full quota overs? A young Mukesh Chaudhary, maybe the scapegoat for this game, who scores, or rather who bowls full quota of 4 overs for 50 runs. The strategy, like I said, is beyond any CSK fans' understanding. What is MS Dhoni doing behind the stumps? Does Rituraj Gaikwad need MS Dhoni to continue this ship, CSK ship, into a new era? Does he enjoy the full freedom? Does he have the guts to actually tell MS Dhoni to his face, listen up, your time is over. Now it's my time to take this team forward. How about you calling it a day? Does he have the guts? Possibly not. Because Chennai Super Kings and its fans are still so connected with MS Dhoni. And for that, please watch our special video which we did upload, CSK Outdated. But for the time being, let's focus to this game. Delhi Capitals came in with a certain plan. The wicket was dry. It was absolutely dry. Nothing in it for fast bowlers. But then Khalil Ahmed gives you an early strike. He gets an opening batter out. But after that, KL Rahul, irrespective of whoever came, they came in with a strategy to attack, and to attack only. Look at the strike rates of each and every batter over there. KL Rahul scores 77 runs. Tristan Stubbs scores 20 odd runs. Akshar Patel scores 20 odd runs, and look at the strike rate. No strike rate is less than 150. That means they were scoring with a purpose. They wanted to outscore Chennai Super Kings, and that's exactly what they did. Once 183 was on, it was all over for Chennai Super Kings. Ruturaj Gaikwad might smile right now. He might, but deep inside he knows that from here to take Chennai Super Kings to the playoffs, it is like a Mount Kailash to climb. And even steeper than that. Because now, after 4 matches, CSK has lost 3 games. They have won 1 game, and their net run rate is also not very good. So that means the total points are 2. And if we do all our mathematics here, then Chennai Super Kings in their remaining 10 matches require a minimum. And by that, I said I say minimum of 7 victories. That means 70% of the games they are losing at home, they are losing away. Where does those win come from? And at least with this setup, and at least with these players who are not, or either they have passed their prime or they are over dependent. You are over dependent on Rachin Ravindra. He got out early, so there was no coming back. You are over dependent on captain Ruturaj Gaikwad. If he doesn't score, the middle order doesn't score. When Dhoni walks into bat, it's almost the run rate is close to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He doesn't have the legs, he doesn't have the power, he doesn't have the energy. Today he came into bat in the 11th over. But was it good enough? No, it wasn't. 25 runs lost. It's not just about the margin. CSK's chances takes a nosedive every time they lose with a big margin. Had they lost this game by a couple of runs margin, their net run rate would have still been intact. But no. Like I said, Delhi came with a beautiful plan. They came with a plan to attack with the bat and then defend their score with the help of spinners. And how did they do that? They have a part-time spinner weapon. You see, Akshar Patel comes into bowl in the 18th over. That just tells you the kind of depth, the kind of confidence, the kind of planning that DC actually did to outscore Chennai. And this is their first victory in Chepauk after 2010. So history is being rewritten not once but twice. RCB defeated CSK after 18 years, 17 years, and now Delhi Capitals is now beating Chennai Super, or rather has beaten Chennai after 15 years. So what does this tell you? Chepauk, once the name in itself created a horror or sort of a horror movie sort of emotion in the minds of bowlers and batters who are coming from overseas. But now no longer. Irrespective of the surface, Stephen Fleming says that I have no clue how the pitches are. I'm like, if your own team's head coach is clueless about pitches, then how does this team work? What kind of feedback are you going to give to the team? What is it that you can tell your team member or even someone like Vijay Shankar for, I mean, like, it can be categorized as a selfish innings, but something that will help him to retain his place in the side. Because he can now look into the eye of Ruturaj Gaikwad and say that I was fighting out there when you were sitting in an AC room. So that's how bad they are. From the outside, all this congratulations and all this meeting up after the game, which the camera catches the eye, is all pleasant to the eye. But deep inside, IPL is a tough, tough competition. IPL means you are the best, you are playing in the best league. You have to deliver each and every time. And with a legacy like that of Chennai Super Kings, it becomes even more important for them to continue their legacy. But at this moment, like we said in our special package, that between 2018 and 2024, and looks like 2025 is once again going in 2024 pattern. Between 2018 and 2024, CSK won 3 championships. That is absolutely due. Congratulations to them. But also at the same time, they were kicked out in the league stage in 2020, 2022, 2024. And like I said, they have started 2025 on a bad note. It's not that they still cannot win it. They still are very much in playoffs race. But after first 4 games, our Chennai fans, do they have the confidence in this side to say that, listen, boss, we back you, but you got to deliver. You got to make sure that you perform well. Our reporter Shravan was right there at the spot before the start of the game. And what he noticed and told us, which he never saw ever at Chepauk, there were very less crowd inside the stadium. Or rather, the tickets were getting sold black online. So this just tells you that the confidence of these Chepauk, of these CSK fans are also shaken. And why not? When you lose to RCB by 50 runs and then by Delhi 25 runs, that tells you a story in itself. The story is that CSK is no longer the force they used to be. So is it an auction issue? Is it a leadership issue? Is it a management issue? Or is it solely pitch issue? If you just take the leadership issue at this moment, From the outside, it looks like Ruturaj might be the captain, but it is still MS Dhoni's team. MS Dhoni's presence is now weighing on CSK's legacy. So, will the great man call it a day? There were high chances, there were rumors that were spreading around that with his father, with his family, daughter, and wife present at Chepauk, he might call it a day. We are not confirming this news, but these are the rumors that were getting spread. So once again, it is Delhi who, after 15 years, comes to Chennai and beat them very comprehensively. And if you see the points table, Chennai Super Kings fans are not used to watching this. Their team in the second half of the table, and that too in ninth position. This is something which possibly Chennai Super Kings fans will have to get used to unless they get their combination right. Because if you lose at home, you are actually in a disadvantaged position. In a disadvantaged position because you have to, the more matches you lose at home, the more matches you have to win away in order to balance the equation. So right now, CSK is one win at home, two losses at home, and one loss away. So it is 1:3 right now. The losses are overweighing the victories. Someone has to stand up. Someone has to raise his hand that, listen, boss, this is where I'm going wrong. This is where the team leadership, the core team principles actually comes into the picture. Every franchise goes through this. There is a transition phase for each and every team in this world, whichever competition, whichever sports you take. No one is forever. But has Tale MS Dhoni overstayed in this playing 11? And just a small correction, Chennai Super Kings is on the 8th spot with a net run rate of minus 0.89. Below them are only Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad with a poor run rate than Chennai Super Kings. Who would have imagined this at the start of the IPL 2025? Possibly CSK was one of your favorites to lift the title. Now they are hanging by the thread to ensure that they make it to the playoffs. Neither the bowling is working, neither their batting is working, and also neither the rub of the green is going their way. Do they have replacement for someone like Robin Uthappa? Do they have replacement for someone like Suresh Raina? Do they have a replacement for someone like Harbhajan Singh, Ambati Raidu? If you listen to your heart, deep inside, every CSK fan will know the answer is a big no. Having Dhoni in your team is good, but is he adding value to the side? Possibly only the great man can answer. But one thing is for sure, that if CSK continues to perform like this, the curtains are likely to draw very soon on 5-time IPL champions. Like I said, it has happened with great teams in the past. Is excluding Dhoni the only way forward? Possibly not. But making changes, or rather having patience, but those 11 players or 12 players out there have to deliver to make sure that they win the trust of CSK fans once again. Our reporter Shravan will be producing or will be getting you live visuals from the spot. I'm sure CSK fans will be disappointed, but do not miss out on that offering as well. That's all what we have for you in this video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hard luck to CSK, but there is a lot to ponder upon. Like, share, and subscribe to the